Honestly, it's pretty easy to say that the golden dragon is undoubtedly the best pet in the game. At a staggering price of around 630 million coins for the level 1 golden dragon egg, this is not really what you would call a cheap pet, nor would you call it an early game pet. So the question needs to be asked, when is the right time to get a golden dragon? Obviously, I will say that my account is not like super endgame or I'm nowhere near perfect, but I can say throughout the entirety of my account, I've never thought that I needed the golden dragon. Whether it be in combat, or mining, or farming, or fishing, or whatever you can do in this game, I've never thought, wow, I low-key need a golden dragon to progress any further. Now you do have to consider that I'm not really that far into the game. I would say that I'm probably mid-game, or at least entering mid-game, and kind of wondering like, do I need this? I made the recent decision of buying a golden dragon probably like a week ago because I felt like I was kind of just missing out on the supposed godly benefits of the golden dragon. Now, to make things clear, I do understand that the golden dragon has an ability in which you do need to have a billion coins in your bank for the legendary treasure buff to be fully active, but I also want to say that, you know, no one ever actually buys a level 200 golden dragon unless you're like a bazillionaire, right? Which is not common for a majority of the player base. So I bought mine at level 1. And I've leveled up to level 108 in the past, like, I think week or two. Obviously I go to college, so I'm not playing this game every single day, but I do try my best to, you know, do things that would get me teaming your pet EXP. Now, I think another big reason why I bought the golden dragon was because I saw a video that I think Willwater Prism uploaded about like him trying to level up the golden dragon with glaciite commissions. Now obviously I'm not really that good at mining. I have an okay Devon setup and I have a DRX 655, but also my powder is we could say lacking. So I wanted to start doing mining again because I realized that it was a big part of the game that I kind of like ignored, and there's also a lot of Skyblock levels at it, so I wanted to give it a try. And in the process, I wanted to level up my golden dragon. Now, for the big question, when should you get a golden dragon? Now to start off, I want to say that the reason why I want a golden dragon specifically is to be able to start doing slayers more efficiently. Like, that's my genuine answer. You know, more magic find, more damage. I mean, what is there not to want? Now specifically when you ask me what slayer am I talking about, it's Blaze. I realized that doing a Blaze tier 4 without a golden dragon is low-key hard, because the damage buff that the golden dragon gives would make Blaze Slayer way more efficient, and I wouldn't spend as much time just, you know, constantly dying. Now, when it comes to any other Slayer like Rev, Terra, Sven, or Ender Slayer, I've never really wanted the golden dragon because the respective pet for each Slayer is just, well, better. Obviously Rev and Terra are just not real, and Sven you should always do with the wolf, just because the EXP thing, or even the hound or whatever, but even then, Terra, Rev, and Sven have been power crept pretty badly, and honestly, if you struggle with these bosses, you're just a little too early. Now Ender Slayer, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure the best pet for Ender Slayer is not the golden dragon when it comes to damage. It's the Ender Dragon, and that's what I used to do most of my bosses until I sold it because I wanted to like get money. But ignoring that, right? So honestly, I never really needed a golden dragon, and it's really only good for anything combat related. Alright, so I feel like it wouldn't be a fair video if I never did damage comparison test, which is like, you know, everyone does that on the pet review videos. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the crypt hub and just try to hit one with and without the pet. So just for reference on what I'm using, I have a basic like dungeon setup, and then I have my dungeon armor because I high-key don't have a damage set. But yeah, as for the, what is it, Power Stone, I'm using Hurtful, and I'm just gonna go all into like Strength. Yeah, and obviously there's like, that's really it. So I'm gonna start without the pet, and this is your comparison with the pet with 0 coins in your bank. just for reference, because I assume that if you have a billion coins in your bank, you probably know how much damage you're doing, but I feel like if you don't have any coins, then it's fair to do a test with and without a golden dragon. So yeah. Okay, so this is without the pet. So 252,000. That's like pretty garbage, but you know, what do you expect? This is with the pet. So with an increase of like 30,000 damage, and that's without any money. So just for the base stats of this pet, you would get, you know, the strength and a magic find and all the other random stuff, and it would be an extra 30,000 damage. Now I'm gonna put in my 50 million coins in my bank and see how much it brings it up by. So here. So that was around, I think, 5,000 damage for 50 million. So if we do some math here, we have 50 million coins, and I could increase that by like 20, right? So 5,000 times 20 would be an extra 100,000, right? So it would be an increase of like almost, wow, that's actually a lot of damage. It would almost be like a 50% increase in damage. A little under that, it'd be like 40%, which is a lot for just a pet. So honestly, if you want to put that in consideration, without the billion coins and the golden dragon, you would be doing around 40% more damage just by having a pet. So yeah, wow. Now with the net worth of around 7.5 billion, I still feel like I'm not ready for the golden dragon yet. Now I will say, as someone who rushed hype and had a net worth of I think 3 billion when I got a hype, you know, I'm not really the guy to like go on and tell you like you should do this, you should do that. But I will say that I feel like you should never have a golden dragon unless you plan to, I don't know, do some task to level it up, or you have the billion in your bank account waiting for the golden dragon, so you're able to make use of its, you know, ungodly amount of damage. So yeah, for the golden dragon, I would say you would need a net worth of, comparing to mine, around 7 or 8 billion coins, as you know, mentioned, making sure you're not skimping on things like mining set, you know, dungeon set, mage set, fishing set, farming set, mining set, combat set. Just make sure you aren't like liquidating too much for the golden dragon, because these benefits are not going to be as good unless you have like the adequate amount of, you know, magical power or, you know, equipment and things like that. Because honestly, those are things that you'll always need, while the golden dragon is more of like a flex, you know, when you're at that point in the game where you have the money to hold it and you can make use of the buffs. Obviously, you don't have to take my advice, and there really is no logic for having a golden dragon, but I will say that when it comes to the benefits, you have to make sure you're making use of it. Otherwise, the reality is it is a waste of 600 million coins. If you want to see what I get with my golden dragon, I'll say now that it's pretty bad. So I only get 100 strength, 27% attack bonus speed, and 20% magic find. Now when you think of a normal pet, that's actually really good, but again, it does cost 600 million coins. Where I feel like there are other facets in the game, if you are early enough, that would benefit you way more than these stats. Now, obviously there's more than just the base stats of the pet, but that's just what I'm trying to make you understand here, because from this point on, there really is nothing more than just these benefits, unless you do have the million coins, you have the 100 million collection of gold, and you have high magic find for the Dragon's Greed as well. I will say though, I will show you that it is okay to get it early, because if you are getting into mining like me, then it does give a lot of EXP. So heading into the citrine gemstone area, I'll show you how much EXP you can get from just doing one single commission. So I'm going to mine this citrine until I get to the 100% collection for this commission, and I'll show you how much it changes when it comes to the EXP. So that was definitely less than 30 seconds for that one commission, and I'll show you that it is at 87% or 1.64. If I call the person, click that, you'll see I'll have 116, and it went from 87 to 88.2. That is a 1.2% gain in EXP, which honestly is not a lot, but I will say that I can get a lot of EXP when it comes to just doing these things. Even when coal's up too, you get more benefit when it comes to that. And honestly, just mining in general is just a really good thing to get into, just because of how much like EXP you get from, you know, doing the commission milestones and then just the quests in general. So yeah, I would not look past mining as a method of getting EXP, because I also realized when I was mining that my pets were leveling up way quicker compared to like any other activity. So yeah. But yeah, that was my video. Sorry I haven't been uploading that much. You know, college low-key been like putting me in the grave, but I will try uploading again, and I will try uploading more. It's just, you know, content is like running dry, and let's just say progressing in this game takes longer than you'd think. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching through this. If you did, I appreciate it so much. And if you could, and if you haven't, leave a like and sub, because every sub means a lot to me, and I want to be monetized so I can pay to win. But yeah, with that out of the way, hope you guys had a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.